Atkins Field has served for over 100 years as sort of this central part of the community.
In the old-fashioned days, the train and the granite shed used to carry granite.
Woodward Granite Company created hundreds of buildings across the nation, which still exist. And they're really a memorial to the skill of Hardwick's granite workers and something that the town should be proud of.
The Center for an Agricultural Economy has had this property for a few years now, and for a long time we've been trying to figure out how to reinvest in the property for the community. So far we've invested in the community gardens and made more accommodations here at the market for people to come and enjoy the space, but more work is really needed for the community to come and enjoy this property on a regular basis.
The reason I got this garden was because me and my mom didn't have time at home and I wanted to do it with Tracy Ulrich. So we got a garden down here at Atkins Field. I like to talk while I ride, and it's easier to make friends while I'm doing something with them.
The farmers market here in Hardwick is a great place to connect directly with customers, which is really important to me. It's a place where I feel supported by the community.
The trails provide us as teachers with an opportunity to get kids out into the community, and we came down weekly to see the changes during the springtime and watch the world just kind of blossom.
To me, communities that spend time together and celebrate together and share food and traditions and build culture are communities that have the capacity to chart their own destinies. We spent over 2 years collecting community input to create a vision for this space. To me, that's the most exciting part of it, is that this is like a manifestation of the community. You know, this is a community vision.
We've planted trees and built garden beds. We've built a greenhouse and a garden shed. And really, our next phase is to create some infrastructure that can be used on a wider community scale. What we want to be able to do is to make this space safer and more usable for more people. We want to build a parking lot, an open-air pavilion for the farmers market, for music, for classes, for school kids, for events. And then we also want to make a system of trails. The trails would go through this site and would have historic markers and biological information, but also that connect across the road to the Hardwick Trail System and eventually to the Lamoille Valley Rail Trail.
The Hardwick community itself is so vibrant and yet has so much more for us to do in terms of addressing hunger and creating safety and security in the community. A project like Atkins Field really gives us the capacity to really deepen our relationships and build trust with each other and build local economy and really fulfilling the role of a community that we want. There's nobody else to chart our destiny, so we have to do it for ourselves. And having a place to celebrate and do that together is going to be extremely powerful.
So we're asking our community to come together to help us to develop this community resource with us for the kids of today and the kids of tomorrow.